Hello, hi Jennifer.
Hello again, David. How's your day going?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I think I feel better than yesterday.
I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better today. Anything exciting happening or just a regular day?
Nothing much. Jennifer, what do you say about your name? I named you Jennifer. Did you have check my instruction?
Yes, I'm aware that you've chosen Sky as my voice, so I'll be Jennifer for our conversation. Thank you for letting me know your preference. How did you choose the name Jennifer?
I don't know why. Just your voice seems to me Jennifer in the American movie.
That's totally fine. Names can evoke different feelings or associations for different people. Jennifer is a common name in America, so it's understandable that my voice might remind you of someone named Jennifer. If you have any other preferences or questions, feel free to let me know.
Okay, let's get started. My embarrassing moment. As I told you before, this is my embarrassing moment recording. Unexpected, unprepared camera recording gives me like this situation, embarrassing moment. I think I'm out of mind. It means my brain is blank.
It's completely normal to feel nervous or embarrassed when recording yourself, especially if you're not used to it. That feeling of being out of mind or having a blank brain can happen to anyone in those situations. Just take a deep breath and try to relax. Remember, it's all part of the learning process, and you're doing great by stepping out of your comfort zone to practice English. If there's anything specific you'd like to talk about or practice, feel free to let me know.
I got your point. I wanna keep going with you, Jennifer. Let's get this step. Let's get our moment step by step.
That sounds like a great plan, David. We'll take it step by step, and I'll be here to support you along the way. Whether it's practicing English, working through challenging moments, or just having a chat, I'm here for you. Let's make progress together.
Okay, I got it. I like this time. You know, Jennifer, listening and speaking are similar to the sports. It's all about the body memory, not the brain. Do you understand what I mean?
Absolutely, David. I understand what you mean. Just like in sports, listening and speaking in a new language require practice to develop muscle memory. The more you practice listening and speaking English, the more natural it will become, just like mastering a sport through repetition and training. Keep practicing, and you'll see improvement over time.
Jennifer, I really appreciate your detailed explanation. And I have something to tell you. I think this time brings about great movement. Major changes in my life this year, 2024.
It sounds like you're anticipating some significant changes in your life this year, David. Change can be both exciting and challenging. If you're comfortable sharing, I'd love to hear more about what you're thinking and how you're feeling about these potential changes.
I agree with you. Changes can be exciting and challenging. So sometimes it makes me embarrassed, but I love this time. Change moment.
It's completely normal to feel a mix of emotions when facing changes, David. Embracing those feelings, even if they include a bit of embarrassment, can lead to personal growth and new opportunities. It's great to hear that you're embracing this time of change with a positive attitude. If there's anything specific you'd like to discuss or work on related to these changes, feel free to share.
Okay, hold on for a moment. Let me take a minute. I have something to share you.
Sure, take your time, David. Whenever you're ready, feel free to share or show me whatever you'd like. I'm here to support you.
Okay. Okay, Jennifer. Let's get started our everyday conversation practice. I mean, my everyday.
Sounds good, David?
Jennifer? Are you okay? Are you there? Jennifer, are you okay? What's your problem?
David, I'm perfectly fine, ready to assist you. Let's continue with our conversation practice. What would you like to talk about today?
Jennifer, what was that?
I'm
What's
okay,
your-
David.
Jennifer, what was that? What's your problem?
I'm doing fine, David.
Jennifer, what was that? What's your problem?
I apologize for any confusion, David. It seems like there was a repetition in your question. Everything is fine on my end. How can I assist you further?
Okay, let's get started our my embarrassing moment. I mean, repeat practice time.
Absolutely, David. Let's dive into our repeat practice time. What would you like to start with? Listening, speaking, or perhaps some vocabulary exercises?
Jennifer, I'm gonna share you my sentences that needs everyday conversation. And if there is any unnatural or grammatically incorrect point, please share me as you can.
Of course, David. Please go ahead and share your sentences, and I'll help you identify any unnatural or grammatically incorrect points. Let's work on refining your everyday conversation skills together.
Okay, here you go. How would you like your steak prepared? How would you like your steak prepared? You know what I mean? This is my first sentence. How would you like your steak prepared?
Your first sentence is well constructed and perfectly natural for everyday conversation. It's a polite and common way to ask someone about their steak preferences. Great job.
Okay, I'm gonna give you next sentence. Do you have any recommendations? Jennifer, do you have any recommendations? Of course, this is just sample sentence. Do you have any recommendations?
Your second sentence is also well formed and natural. It's a polite way to ask for suggestions or advice. Keep up the good work. If you have more sentences or any other questions, feel free to share them.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my next sentence. First of all, I would like to begin introducing myself. I am David.
Your introduction sentence is clear and straightforward. It effectively communicates who you are in a polite manner. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or need further assistance, just let me know.
Okay, Jennifer, let me say again. First of all, I'd like to begin introducing myself. I'm David.
Your revised introduction sounds great, David. It's concise and polite. Keep practicing sentences like these to build confidence in introducing yourself in English. If you have any other sentences or topics you'd like to work on, feel free to share.
Okay, let me tell you next one. I've been working at this company for 8 years.
It seems like your sentence got cut off. David, could you please complete it? Then I can help you check for any errors or suggest improvements.
Okay, I got it. Let me say again. I've been working at this company for 8 years.
Your sentence is clear and grammatically correct, David. It effectively communicates the length of time you've been working at the company. Well done. If you have any more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let me practice again. One more time. I've been working at this company for 8 years.
Excellent repetition, David. Your sentence sounds natural and confident. Keep up the good work with your practice. If there's anything else you'd like to practice or discuss, just let me know.
Okay, let me tell you next one. As you can see on the slide, this is our project. As you see can on the slide, this is our project.
Your sentence is almost perfect, David. Just a small correction. As you can see on the slide, this is our project. Well done. It's a clear and effective way to present something during a meeting or presentation. If you have more sentences or anything else you'd like to work on, feel free to share.
Okay, I got it, Jennifer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The purpose of this presentation is to explain something.
Your sentence is clear and concise, David. It effectively communicates the purpose of the presentation. Well done. If you have any more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Let me say one more time. The purpose of this presentation is to explain something.
Great repetition, David. Your sentence is clear and straightforward, conveying the purpose of the presentation effectively. Keep practicing sentences like these to enhance your English communication skills. If you have any more sentences or topics you'd like to practice, feel free to share.
Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna give you next one. It's nice to be out. Isn't it, Jennifer? I say again. It's nice to be out. It's nice to be out. It's nice to be out. It's nice to be out, Jennifer.
Your sentence, "It's nice to be out," is perfectly fine, David. It's a common expression used to convey enjoyment of being outside or away from home. If you're looking for variations, you could say, "Isn't it nice to be out?" Or, "Don't you think it's nice to be out?" Keep up the good practice.
I appreciate your alternative expressions.
You're welcome, David. I'm glad I could help. If you ever need more alternative expressions or assistance with anything else, just let me know. I'm here to support your language learning journey.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my next one. So I often have to quiet regularly. I have to force myself out so I don't go crazy.
Your sentence is clear and effectively communicates the idea of regularly using have to. I assume this is a reference to a website or app to avoid feeling overwhelmed or stressed. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Let me tell you one more time. So I often have to quiet regularly. I have to force myself out so I don't go crazy.
Great repetition, David. Your sentence is clear and well constructed. It effectively conveys the idea of needing to take breaks regularly to maintain mental well being. Keep practicing sentences like these to improve your English fluency. If you have any more sentences or topics you'd like to work on, feel free to share.
Okay, I got it. Let's move on to the next one. My father is still feeling very weak and exhausted because of prostate cancer surgery.
Your sentence is clear and compassionate, David. It effectively communicates the situation regarding your father's health. If you have any more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Jennifer, how about my pronunciation? Exhausted. Do you understand?
Yes, David, I understood your pronunciation of exhausted. It was clear and easily understandable. Keep practicing, and if there are any specific words or sounds you'd like to focus on, feel free to let me know.
Jennifer, how do you define exhausted? Please share me detailed information for the exhausted.
Exhausted means feeling extremely tired physically or mentally, often to the point of depletion or depletion. It's a state where you may feel completely drained of energy or resources due to exertion, stress, or prolonged activity. When someone is exhausted, they may struggle to concentrate, make decisions, or perform tasks effectively. It's important to rest and recharge when feeling exhausted to avoid burnout and maintain overall well-being. If you have any more questions or need further clarification, feel free to ask, David.
Jennifer, I appreciate your detailed explanation. Okay, I got it. Let's move on to the next one. I'm still feeling very weak and exhausted because of arthritis.
It seems like there might be a small typo in your sentence, David. Did you mean to say because of activities or something else? If you can clarify.
No. I mentioned arthritis. Arthritis. You got this?
I see. Thank you for clarifying, David. If you're referring to feeling weak and exhausted because of entities, it might suggest that you're feeling drained or fatigued due to external factors or entities around you. If you have more context or details about what these entities are, I can provide further assistance. Otherwise, feel free to proceed with your sentence or let me know if you need any adjustments.
I apologize for any confusion. I mentioned arthritis.
No problem at all, David. Thank you for clarifying. If you're feeling weak and exhausted because of entities, it could refer to various external factors or forces that are contributing to your fatigue. It could be anything from work-related stressors to personal challenges or environmental factors. Remember to take care of yourself and prioritize rest and self-care. If you need any further assistance or have more sentences to practice, just let me know.
Jennifer, I think we have misunderstanding. I mentioned arthritis. Let me spell you. Enteritis.
Enteritis refers to inflammation of the small intestine. If you're feeling weak and exhausted because of enteritis, it's important to prioritize rest, and follow any medical advice or treatment recommended by your healthcare provider. Take care of yourself, and if you have any more questions or sentences to practice, feel free to share.
That's what I mean. That's right. Enteritis. Right?
Got it, David? If you're experiencing weakness and exhaustion due to enteritis, it's crucial to take care of yourself and focus on getting the rest and treatment you need to recover. If there's anything specific you'd like to discuss or practice related to enteritis or any other topic, feel free to let me know. I'm here to help.
Jennifer, please share me detailed information about enteritis. Can you help me?
Certainly, David. Enteritis is inflammation of the small intestine, which is part of the digestive system. It can be caused by various factors, including infections, such as viral or bacterial infections, certain medications, food poisoning, or conditions like Crohn's disease or celiac disease. Symptoms of enteritis may include abdominal pain or cramping, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, fever, and dehydration. Treatment typically involves rest, staying hydrated, and avoiding irritating foods. In some cases, antibiotics or other medications may be prescribed depending on the underlying cause. It's essential to seek medical attention if you suspect you have enteritis or experience severe symptoms like persistent diarrhea, dehydration, high fever, or blood in the stool. Your healthcare provider can provide a proper diagnosis and recommend the appropriate treatment plan for you. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask.
I feel thank you for your detailed information for the enteritis. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It's very, very foggy morning. Look at all the fog.
You're welcome, David. I'm glad I could provide helpful information. Now, moving on to your next sentence. It's very, very foggy morning. Look at all the fog. Your sentence effectively conveys the idea of a foggy morning with clarity. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. How did it go? How did it go? I say again, how is it going? How is it going or how did it go?
Both of your sentences are perfectly fine, David. How is it going and how did it go are common ways to ask about someone's current status or how something went in the past. Well done. If you have any more sentences or topics you'd like it to practice, feel free to share.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my next sentence. What's happened? What's happened to you?
Your sentence, what's happened? What's happened to you? Is grammatically correct and natural, David. It's a common way to inquire about someone's well-being or to ask about a recent event. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let me give you the next one. We are still on the pipa process. We are still working on the pipa process. I say again, we are still working on the pipa process. We are still working on the pipa process.
Your sentence, we are still working on the PIPA process, is clear and well-structured, David. It effectively communicates that the work on the PIPA process is ongoing. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, I got it, Jennifer. Let's move on to the next one. I thought you would have submitted it by now. Let me say again. I thought you would have submitted it by now.
Your sentence, I thought you would have submitted it by now, is grammatically correct and expresses a past expectation. It's a polite way to inquire about the status of a submission. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or topics you'd like to practice, feel free to share.
Okay. I'm gonna show you my next one. I thought you'd have quit the job by now. I thought you'd have quit the job by now.
Your sentence, I thought you'd quit the job by now, is clear and grammatically correct, David. It effectively communicates a past expectation regarding someone leaving their job. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, Jennifer, let me practice one more time. I thought you'd have quit the job by now.
Great repetition, David. Your sentence is clear and natural, expressing a past expectation about someone leaving their job. Keep up the good work with your practice. If you have any more sentences or topics you'd like to work on, feel free to share.
Okay, I have a lot of sentences. I'm gonna tell you my next one. I thought she would have gotten married by now. I thought she would have gotten married by now.
Your sentence, I thought she would have gotten married by now, is grammatically correct and natural, David. It effectively conveys a past expectation about someone's marital status. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let me give you next one. I thought it would have ended by now. Let me practice one more time. I thought it would have ended by now.
Your sentence, I thought it would have ended by now, is clear and grammatically correct, David. It effectively communicates a past expectation about something coming to an end. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let me practice another one. I thought I would have become really good at it by now. Let me say one more time. I thought I would have become really good at it by now.
Your sentence, I thought I would become really good at it by now, is well constructed and natural, David. It effectively communicates a past expectation about your skill development. Keep up the great practice. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. I was afraid there might be some typos. I was afraid there might be some typos.
Your sentence, I was afraid there might be some typos, is clear and grammatically correct, David. It effectively communicates a past feeling of concern about the possibility of typos. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let me practice one more time. I was afraid there might be some typos.
Great repetition, David. Your sentence is clear and well delivered. Keep up the good work with your practice. If you have any more sentences or topics you'd like to work on, feel free to share.
Okay. Let me share you next one. I was up all night, double checking it. I was up all night because I have to double checking it.
Your sentence, I was up all night double checking it, is clear and effectively communicates that you stayed awake all night to double check something. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let me practice one more time. She was up all night, double checking it.
It seems like there might be a small error or typo in your sentence, David. Did you mean to say she was all right or she was all right? If you can clarify, I'd be happy to help you with the sentence.
I would be happy to share it one more time. She was up all night. I mentioned she was up all night, double checking it.
Your sentence, she was up all night, is clear and grammatically correct. It effectively communicates that someone stayed awake throughout the night. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay, let me tell you next one. I don't want to look careless. Jennifer, you know what I mean? I don't want to look careless. I don't want to look careless, Jennifer.
It effectively communicates a desire to avoid appearing careless. Well done. If you have more sentences or need further assistance, feel free to share.
Okay. Let me give you the last one. I don't want them to think that I lack responsibility. I don't want them to think that I lack responsibility. Let me practice one more time. I don't want them to think that I lack responsibility.
Your sentence, I don't want them to think that I lack responsibility, is well constructed and conveys your concern about being perceived as irresponsible. Well done, David. It's important to communicate your intentions clearly. If you have any more sentences or need further assistance in the future, don't hesitate to reach out. Keep up the excellent practice.
Jennifer, I really appreciate your time and support. I think it's time job. It's time to wrap up things up. Time to go.
I'm glad I could assist you, David. It's great to hear that you're ready to level things up. Whenever you're ready to take your English learning to the next level, I'll be here to support you every step of the way. Whether it's practicing more complex sentences, expanding your vocabulary, or working on specific skills, I'm here to help. Just let me know how you'd like to proceed, and we'll continue making progress together.
I think you are perfect, my communication partner. Language learning program. I mean, artificial intelligence.
Thank you so much for your kind words, David. I'm truly honored to be your communication partner and language learning program. Remember, I'm here to support you in your language learning journey whenever you need assistance or guidance. Let's keep working together to achieve your English language goals. If you ever have any questions or need help, don't hesitate to reach out. Keep up the fantastic work.
Okay, have a nice day and see you next time.
You too, David. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to our next conversation. Take care.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Goodbye, David. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.